Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Leonard and welcome back to another episode of the Love Doesn't Hurt podcast. It's been quite a while since I uploaded my last episode, but I'm back and better than ever with more domestic violence education content. I have a new upload schedule. Episodes will be posted every other Friday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But please subscribe and hit the little bell icon to be notified whenever a new episode is live. I also wanted to update you guys and let you know that the podcast is now available on more platforms. This is really exciting because you can now listen to the Love Doesn't Hurt podcast on Amazon Music, Audible, and YouTube. I am so excited for you guys to listen to the episodes I have planned and hope you learn something new. With that being said, let's get into the episode. So today we will be talking about resilience, what it is, and how to have it. Resilience is defined by the American Psychological Association as the process and outcome of successfully adapting to difficult or challenging life experiences. This is done especially through mental, emotional, and behavioral flexibility and adjustment to external and internal demands. So, having resilience is kind of like seeing yourself as a survivor of whatever difficult circumstances you've been through, rather than a victim. The ability to adapt to adversity and be resilient is heavily influenced by the way someone views the world, the ability and quality of social resources, and their ability to cope through various strategies. This means that resilience can be practiced and maintained. Kind of like how we go to the gym to grow our muscles, we have to use our resilience skills in order to grow them. Having resilience does not mean that someone won't feel distressed or face difficulties in life. It means that you are able to overcome extremely difficult circumstances and severe emotional distress without letting your emotions spiral out of control to the point of feeling unsalvageable and completely helpless. Now that we've defined resilience, let's get into the ways we can build it. So we're going to talk about resilience building strategies in a few categories. Building connections, fostering wellness, finding purpose, embracing healthy thoughts, and seeking help. First off, in the building connections category is prioritizing relationships. If we make it a priority to build and maintain relationships with people that are empathetic and understanding, it reduces that feeling of loneliness that we often experience during times of trouble. Having friends that we trust and that validate our feelings helps us to feel emotionally safe. Feeling safe in our relationships allows us to be more resilient through our connections with others. We can also join a group to build connections. This can be a faith-based organization, a fitness class, a support group, or any other place you may find community. Having a group of people we relate to gives us a sense of purpose and belonging that allows us to become more resilient. Next up, we have the fostering wellness category. So to foster wellness, we can practice taking care of our bodies. Tough times can cause stress that manifests both mentally and physically, so taking care of our bodies can relieve some of the physical stress we experience. Taking care of our bodies can include eating well, participating in regular exercise, getting enough good sleep, or drinking enough water. Exercise has been scientifically proven to reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, so go move your body. We can also practice mindfulness to foster wellness. Mindfulness is defined as focusing on one's awareness of the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations, used as a therapeutic technique. We can practice mindfulness by writing our thoughts and feelings in a journal, or practicing yoga, prayer, and gratitude. Bringing our mind back to the things we feel and the things in our lives that we can control allows us to be more resilient. To foster wellness, we also want to avoid negative outlets for our emotions. Whether the outlet is alcohol or substance use, or even leaving a negative comment on social media, we want to manage our stress internally rather than using an external outlet that could be damaging to ourselves and others. Having a routine can also foster wellness during tough times, as having an unchanging and reliable way of life can help us better adjust to the circumstances out of our control that are changing and causing stress. Having something routine like weekly lunch with a friend, what you do after you wake up in the morning, or reading before bed can allow us to become more resilient and better endure tough times. The next category is finding purpose. Finding a purpose for our lives gives us something we look forward to and to live for, in a sense, which builds our resilience. Helping others is one way we can find purpose. Volunteering at a homeless, women's, or animal shelter, helping out a friend, or starting something educational and supportive, like this podcast, may be the way you find your purpose. Helping others can provide a distraction, but also connection to others and growth in your self-worth, which have the ability to strengthen resilience skills. Another way to build resilience through your purpose is to be proactive and take control of what you can in difficult circumstances. If the issue is large, break it down into more manageable tasks that you can do to improve the situation. Similarly, develop realistic goals that you can accomplish to work towards larger goals you have. Focus on the things that you can do rather than getting overwhelmed by whatever large goal you have that seems unachievable. We can also find purpose and build resilience by looking for opportunities for self-discovery. Try something new that you may enjoy, or develop a new hobby. Hobbies and fun experiences can increase our appreciation for life. So go try an art or line dancing class, travel to a new place, or take up a new sport. This helps us to feel more fulfilled and able to be more resilient. The next category is embracing healthy thoughts. In order to embrace healthy thoughts, we can keep things in perspective. It's common to catastrophize situations and assume the world is ending when something bad happens to us. But it's healthier to remember that every day is a new day, and we are in control of both our response to the situation and our future after. Another aspect of healthy thinking is accepting change. I know firsthand how difficult this can be. Accepting change is neither simple nor easy, but accepting change allows us to adapt and to overcome the challenges that we face in life. There are some things in life that are simply out of our control, and learning to take that in stride improves our ability to be resilient. We can also build resilience by maintaining a hopeful outlook on life. It can be extremely difficult to be grateful for what we have and see the good things in life when we're experiencing difficult situations. Try to find something to look forward to or to be grateful for every day, or visualize what you want from life as a way to embrace optimism. We can also have healthy thoughts by looking to our past. What did we use to get through difficult times before this? You are so much stronger than you think. You just have to learn how to hone in on that inner strength you already have. The last category is seeking help. Life can throw us curveballs we don't expect and don't know how to overcome on our own, and that's okay. There are so many resources out there to help us when we need it. A counselor or psychologist may be able to help you process your thoughts about a situation and help you to reframe them. I saw a counselor after experiencing domestic violence in my home, and it helped me to realize that I'm not a product of my circumstances, but rather who I want to be in spite of them. I learned how to reframe my anxious thoughts that consumed me and keep a realistic perspective on life. I found counseling to be extremely beneficial for me and would highly recommend it to anyone who is considering it or who is struggling with daily life through a difficult time. Support groups are another great way to seek support from others that understand what you're going through. You're never alone in what you're experiencing. It's always better to seek help than suffer in silence and isolation. So those are all the tips I've found to help build resilience. Resilience is an incredibly important skill for us to develop so we feel confident in our ability to adapt to and overcome the more difficult and challenging situations we face in life. As always, it is my goal with the Love Doesn't Hurt podcast to create another resource people can use to understand their experiences, get help, and know they're not alone. If you need immediate help, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or text START in all capital letters to 88788. You can also visit their website, thehotline.org, for more information. If you enjoyed this episode or learned something new, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. If you would like to support the podcast, I would really appreciate you giving it a 5-star rating wherever you listen. Also, just as a reminder, the podcast is now available on YouTube, Amazon Music, and Audible, so you can access it anywhere you prefer to listen to podcasts. Thank you for listening to the Love Doesn't Hurt podcast. I hope you all have a great day, and remember, spread love everywhere you go.